Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. We're going to go ahead and work on today on dividing with and without remainders using area models in the standard form. We're going to go ahead and start out first off with the standard form of dividing. Here we have 624 divided by 2. First thing I want you to make sure you do is always make sure you set the division problem up like this. Let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and work on dividing these numbers one place at a time. What that means. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, we're going to look at the hundreds place. We have the hundreds place, which is the 6. What we're going to think to ourselves is, what is 6 divided by 2? 6 divided by 2 we know is 3. Alright? Now, the next step we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and think to ourselves, what is 2 divided by 2? We're going to take this 2 and we're going to go ahead and move over here and divide this 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And finally, we're going to take this 4 and we're going to go ahead and move this over here. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So your answer right here, ladies and gentlemen, is 312. Let's try another one. How about 484 divided by 4? Just like before, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take it one place value at a time. Let's start out with this first place value, 4. So we're going to take 4 divided by 4, and that equals 1. Notice how I'm keeping my 1 right in line with that. Then we're going to go ahead and take 8 divided by 4, and that's 2. And finally, we're going to do 4 divided by 4, and that's 1. So that's what we do with that. That's the easy stuff. Let's go on to a little bit more challenging. What if I did 335 divided by 5? Let's start out. We want to go one step at a time. Here, here, and here. Here's the problem now. Notice how we cannot do 3 divided by 5. It's impossible. But now let's try 33 divided by 5. But here's the problem. 33 divided by 5 is impossible as well. But what we can do, and this is the key, we can fit some of the 5s in there. How many 5s? Well, let's think about it. If I take 6 times 5, that's going to get me 30. Alright? If I go 7 times 5, that's going to get me 35. And 35 is too big. It's not going to fit in 33. So that means I got to use the 30. So that means what I'm going to do, not over this one, but over this one, the 33, I'm going to go ahead and put a 6. Because 6 of those 5s can go in there. Now, watch what I do here. I'm going to go ahead, and I'll go ahead and erase this right here. I'm going to go ahead and put the 30 right down there. Where did I get 30 at? I multiplied 6 times 5. I want to see what my difference is right here. I'm going to go ahead and subtract it. 33 minus 30 equals 3. My last step is I'm going to take this 5, I'm going to drop it down to get 5 right there. So now I have, how many times can 5 go in 35, and I can tell you it can go into it 7 times. That's long division, and that's as far as we're going to go ahead and go today. Let me show you one more example. 134 divided by 2. I know right now that 2 cannot fit into 1. It's impossible. But I know 2 can fit into 13 a couple times. So remember, 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 7 is 14. And I can't fit 14 in there, but I can fit 12. So that means I'm going to be using this 6 right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and take 6 and that 2. I'm going to go ahead and put that 12 down there. I'm going to subtract the 2 of them, 1. I'm going to go ahead and drop my 14 down here and get a 14. And the last step is I'm going to see how many times can my 2 go into this 14, and I know it can go into it 7 times. So my answer right there is 67. I'll be honest with you, this is a tough standard. This is a tough thing to learn. But we're going to go ahead and practice it, and we're going to get pretty good at it. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you later.